I think that came out pretty good. So here is my shelf that I'm going to be attaching to the wall. I wish I could have used thinner wood, made it a little bit lighter. It's not too heavy, but it's overkill for what I need. Now that I've gotten a good design, because I built this kind of as I went, making it up as I was going, and just seeing how it would work out. Now that I have a good design, I'm going to copy it. We need 2 shelves identical. So the second should go quicker. And I'll take you guys along. We'll build that one really quickly, and then we'll get them finished and put on the wall. First, I start with a 1x6. Ripped it to 4 3/4 inches wide. Save these. Let's cut those. Cut the shelves. Now I'm going to use the scraps to make the lip on the front of the shelf to keep stuff from falling off. Now I'm cutting some strips for the back supports. Now I'm going to take a couple minutes to mark and pre-drill a bunch of holes. Now I'll go ahead and get those lips installed on the front of the shelves. Now we assemble. Now I'm going to attach the back supports. There. Those shelves turned out really awesome. I can't believe how good they look for just kind of like thrown together lumber shelves. I'm so happy that I had red paint left over, because now it's going to match my workbench, even though it doesn't need to, just cool. And they're gonna help me get more organized in here. So let's get them hung on the wall, see how they look, and we'll take it from there. Here, can you hold this? I'm gonna climb up on the bench here. So we got it on there. It is solid. It's not hooked to the metal, it's only hooked to the plywood right now, but it's actually really strong. I could always put a couple screws into the metal framing if I need it stronger, but it's looking sharp up here. The only thing is, I didn't get the bottom of the shelf painted very well. Looks a little splotchy, but I don't think you'd notice it if you weren't looking. Let me see how it's gonna fit. Oh man, I put this one too far over. They overlap oddly. I'm gonna have to move this one. This first one, we have to move it over a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I should slide it right down to the corner. Give myself lots of room and a little gap in the middle. And then
Yeah.
that's as far as I could go.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That looks good. That looks pretty cool. They came out really good. Alright, I'm going to get these shelves packed up with stuff. The paint is still slightly tacky, but I'm impatient. So let me get some stuff off the floor, get organized, and we'll show you the final reveal. This is turning out great. I'm loving having everything organized and where I can see it. I can actually see what nails, what screws I have, what fittings for electrical I have. We have a lot more organizing to do, but that's a good start, and I like keeping space for expansion. Right now, it's looking perfect. I have some jars up here. These are just empty food jars I've been collecting, and I might use them for some of this hardware that I have. The shelves are awesome, and they're serving the purpose that I made them for. So, happy. Now, I'm going to move on to some other jobs. One thing I want to do, find a spot to hang my clamps. I have a number of clamps I got to get off the ground, and start bringing the router tables over here, the bigger stuff, and getting it all sorted out in the room. So let me answer a couple questions that we seem to keep getting, and that is, why are we building a workshop and not working on the house? Well, here's the problem. We're working on the workshop to work on the house. This is the same exact reason why we built our porch and fixed the roof, so that we can work on the inside. Sometimes you have to do some things before others, and we had too much stuff in the room we're trying to finish. We had multiple work tables, router tables, tools, supplies, things that we want to install in the room, everything building up. Now, we were going to try to work around the mess in there and get the room finished, but we came to the realization that just isn't working. For example, we're going to be making tongue and groove boards to install on the walls. Well, if we make them in there, we're going to have a room full of sawdust that we'll be continually cleaning. And then where do we finish the wood? We have no place to finish it unless we bring it outside and hope the weather's good to finish it. And then we have to bring it back inside to hang on the wall. And then we're going to process more wood and get sawdust all over our fresh walls. What we decided was, if we build a workshop, we can process all the wood outside, make our tongue and groove boards, keep the mess out of the house. Then we'll bring them into the clean room, where we'll finish them in the center of the room. Once they're dry, finish, I mean paint or stain, and once they're dry, we'll hang them on the wall. But that room stays clean, and we don't have to worry about sawdust or working around power tools and mess. We tried to go without a workshop as long as we could, but it just is not working anymore. So we have to do this. Right now, I'm literally setting it up so that I can finally get working on putting walls in that room. That's what I want to do so badly. We've had a stack of wood in there sitting for weeks and weeks waiting to get processed, and I just haven't been able to do that. The other question is it going to be road worthy? Is it going to travel well? Because we're adding weight. This thing can hold a lot of weight. It's got double axles. I think it can hold like 7,000 pounds. I have no idea, but it can definitely hold the weight, but I'm not building it to travel on the road because we're not towing it around. We're not starting a business with it. That's why I don't really have to worry about stuff sliding off shelves. You know, the workbench, is it going to be, are the totes going to be secure when you're driving? It's not going to be driving. This thing is going to sit in one spot unless we need to move it so that we can do groundwork. And that's why we wanted a trailer, because we don't want it permanent. Right now we need something that can be moved small distances in case of a flood or groundwork, and then when we're done with it and we finally build the dream workshop, we can move everything out of there into the workshop and sell the trailer. Trailers carry a good resale value, so that's why we're doing it in a trailer. It's not meant to be fully mobile, but it will always be safe to move, if that makes sense. And also the foundation work that I'm supposed to be working on, I've been wanting to do it so badly. And we did get a comment about that, about why I wasn't doing it. We answered the comment, but I'll let anybody else know. If you look under our house right now, you'll see water. That's because we've had a lot of rain, and the water table is really high right now. So as much as I want to get under here and work, and I desperately do, I just can't. I can't work in that. So that is why we're not working on the foundation. In fact, I just bought these big 6x6 by 16 foot long posts. I got 4 of them. Now I bought those, a couple weeks ago? It feels like forever, maybe 3 weeks ago. The problem, it was probably 2 weeks, I don't know. But I bought these beams because I was ready to get under the house and fix it again, and I actually have to replace some of the original beams. I bought these, brought them home, wanted to get to work, the rain started. We've been at a standstill ever since, and it really frustrates me because I don't want these warping, twisting, bowing. I don't want anything happening to them sitting on the ground here, because I want my beams as straight as possible, or it's going to be a pain to level the house. We're doing everything we can to get the house done as quick as we can. There's just always delays. That's how life is. But the good news is that we keep going and we do whatever we can, whether it be the roof, the workshop, and that means you guys still get to watch us progress. We still have fun videos to put out. We're still getting ahead. This is all stuff that needs to be done to get ahead. So I hope that makes sense of why it feels like we're avoiding the house. Not at all. For having a lot of windows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 windows, this room sure is dark. This is going to be our bedroom. I don't know why it stays so dark in here, other than no reflective walls and overhangs, tarps on the windows. I don't know. I hope it's more light when it's finished. You can see the room is actually starting to take shape. We're opening up the floor. I got the router tables out of here. I'm gonna get these 2 work tables out of here. And then we're gonna sweep and vacuum and start working in here. We're close, guys. We're really close. This is what I've been waiting for. Well guys, we're getting ready to wrap up the video, and I wanted to end with something special for you guys. We got the shelves up, that was cool, but check this out. We finally have power out to the workshop and lights. We got our bulbs in the mail, that's awesome. These are 4000K bulbs, which we were afraid are going to be too harsh because we don't like too white of a light, but they're actually really comfortable. And everything is evenly lit. There's no harsh shadows. I can work at my workbench. I'm happy. Perfect. Also, I can't show you because as you saw, it's getting late, but we got our wire plugged to the house. So basically, it's an RV hookup. It's a 50 amp RV box over by the house. And we just plug in our cord and it comes over and plugs into the back of that. We can show it in another video if you guys want to see it, but it's nothing special. It's just a simple RV plug-in. That means all of our outlets are live, our lights are live, we have 50 amps of power, which means we can plug in pretty much anything out here. I have this stack of toolboxes here, and made by Rigid. I bought these used. I found them online. Somebody was selling them kind of locally, and I'm so glad I picked them up. They've been so handy because they're waterproof and stackable. This is what I've been keeping my tools in while we've been working, and they pretty much sit on the porch all the time. So I wanted something kind of waterproof. I don't know if they're staying here, but they've been really handy and they fit so much stuff. So I might just keep them here for now and keep using them the way they are. I'm in the middle of a project right here, and you can see these are gluing up. It's not a cutting board, it's something for this room. If it turns out good, we'll see. It could be a total failure. We'll find out. And I have Ashley right here. Thought that was a good spot for her.
Yeah.
And our two Craig router tables, getting ready for the work ahead and our bikes. Thanks for joining us again today, and I wish we had gotten more done in this video. I feel like it wasn't much, but this has been a slow, organizing project, and there's not a lot of fun stuff to show, but that was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon with another video, another update. I don't know what we're doing, but it'll be good. So, until next time, take care.
See ya.